Yeah, hi everyone. Once more, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. One, and I am here to address this issue of brand medications and generic medications, or call it generic medicine. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for quite some time, as well as in the hospital, so I can tell you from experience. And also, what I say here is evidence based, it is not hearsay. So, when it comes to healthcare, we need to be serious and practice things the right way. So, I know so many healthcare professionals do make the slangs that, oh, generic drugs are the same as branded drugs. It's a no, no, no. They are not the same things. They are completely different things. It all depends on the pathology and in what condition that the patient has to take them. So I will explain to you all in detail when should you recommend generic medications or generic medicines and when you should not. So here, there's what we call safety. And also, when it comes to taxation, that is, when you go back to work in the Western world, the government is very happy to see you on your legs. So you will come to understand why I'm saying so. It makes no sense for someone who is in ICU that is costing the government so much money, and you go ahead to put that person on generic medication. But that's stupid. It's a waste of time here, and you are creating more trouble to the government, because one day in a hospital in the Western world is not less than 100,000 francs CFA, just one night. So the government is trying to make sure that you leave the ICU as soon as possible and move back home. So that's the main thing here. So to decide who takes generic drug and who should not, we go into some keywords like which you must have heard. We say bioequivalent and bioavailability. That's what determines who should go for generic and who should go for brand. So get this point clear. Now, what is a generic medicine? A generic medicine is a medicine that is similar to an original brand name medicine. It has the same active ingredient as the original medicine and is made to the same standard to make sure it is safe and effective. A generic medicine must meet exactly the same standards of quality and safety and have the same effect as the original medicine. Now, I will read a statement here which is disgusting because I'm coming from the industry and I'm practicing also in the hospital. So you understand why I'm saying it's disgusting. Here we go. A generic medicine treats the same disease or condition as the original medicine. So this statement makes me laugh. It all depends. If you are having, say, a stable medical condition, then this statement is valid. But if you are in a risky situation, say you are having stroke and you are in the ICU, then this statement is not valid. Again, you are in the ICU. Just one night in the ICU is very expensive to the government. So there's no point putting that subject on generic medications. The next one, how do generic medicines become available? When a pharmaceutical company develops a new original medicine, it takes out a patent. The patent is a legal agreement that prevents other companies from making or selling the same medicine for a number of years. The new medicine usually has a unique name or brand. It can also be called a proprietary, a reference, or an originator medicine. When a patent's time period comes to an end, other pharmaceutical companies can make a similar version known as generic of the original medicine. Why are generic medicines used? Generic medicines can save money for patients and the health service. Generic medicine usually costs less than the original branded product. This is because manufacturers do not need to invest as much money in research, development, and marketing as they would if they were producing an original medicine from scratch. So that's another important thing. So we go now to the next one. How is a generic medicine similar to an original branded medicine? A generic medicine contains the same ingredient or ingredients that make a medicine work. This is called the active ingredient. Without this ingredient, the medicine will not provide the same intended treatment or benefit. A generic medicine contains the same amount of active ingredient as the original version, so the required dose of both medicines will also be the same. A generic medicine treats the same disease or condition as the original medicine, as the generic version acts in the same way in the body. It is nearly always interchangeable with the original product. In other words, you can usually use either the original or the generic medicine to achieve the same effect or benefit. Again, I just want to raise a concern here with regards to this statement provided here. These statements are all valid if the patient is not in ICU. So ICU here means in intensive care units. That's what we refer to here. So if the patient is in a stable condition, then that's fine. Generics are welcome. Otherwise, we usually go for what we call branded. And it is because of bioavailability of the molecule that I said before. If your doctor or pharmacist has prescribed or dispensed a generic medicine, you can be sure it is as safe and effective as the original product. Again, yes, if and only if your condition is stable. How is generic medicine different from an original medicine? Generic versions of medicine may have different color, flavor, or combination of non-active ingredients, for example, colorings, starches, sugars, compared to the original product. A generic medicine may also be a different shape or size and come in different box, packet, or bottle. None of these differences, however, affect the way the medicine works. So that's another thing that you have to know. And having said that, we go into what we call the effectiveness or efficiency. Are generic medicines safe and effective? Yes, a generic medicine must meet exactly the same standards of quality and safety and have the same effect as the original medicine. Generic medicines, like original medicines, must go through a number of checks to be sold in any country. So there are regulatory bodies put in place to take care of that, to make sure that what they are selling is what is written on those leaflets, what we call PIL or SMPC. So that's it. Now, another question is, does a generic medicine has the same potential side effect as the original? All medicines have same risk associated with their use. as a generic medicine contains the same active ingredient as the original medicine, it is likely to have the same possible side effects. The leaflet that contains the information, or the leaflet that comes with the pharmaceutical information of that medicine, will include information about these side effects and outline any differences in non-active ingredients such as coloring. It is really important that you take time to read the leaflets before dispensing medications. That's a very important information. It's important to all healthcare professionals. If you have any question about the use of generic medicine, discuss this with your doctor or with your pharmacy. For instance, there are cases where you might have an allergy, which is a big concern here, and the allergy might be due to the non-inactive ingredient added on that medication. Typical example is eltroxin or Synthroid, used to treat thyroid. We've had cases where we have to change it from generic to brand because of such situation. Are there any circumstances or situations when I should not use generic medicine? Yes. For a small number of products, it is not advisable to take different versions of the medicine. This is because your body gets used to the version you are currently taking. Your doctor and pharmacy will tell you if you should not change to generic version of a medicine you are taking. Warning: dangers of buying medicines online. I don't know in your country if you could do that online, but I don't encourage anyone to buy medication online because lots of them, they are below standard, below expectation. So there's no way you can buy medication online. I will say no. Once more, thank you for listening. It's me, Dr. WAN, and feel free to ask questions. You have my phone number. You can send me a message by phone or by email, or just go to my YouTube channel and respond to the video. Say what you think and I will answer you. Once more, thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. Ciao.